Yo! Video games.
What up, dudes, and happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa to you everywhere. Matt's holiday Christmas wish list continues today with Sony, the game company everybody seems to love so far. Now, unlike Nintendo and even Microsoft, I don't have too much of a gripe with Sony, but let's not pretend like there aren't some nagging issues there. Now, my first big wish for Sony is to actually let us play The Last Guardian. No more teasing, no more random screenshots of the developers, actual, honest-to-God, playable demo, or even better, just the game done. Now, I know this is a very common wish, but really, it's been so damn long. The game's been in development since 2007, we've known about it since 2009, and some people have even known about it since 2008. Now, it's been a very long time, and there were rumors of the game was being cancelled, and Sony Worldwide President Shu Yoshida said he was heartbroken that major sites reported the game's cancellation, but that it was not cancelled, and he would let us all know if it was. Well, you know, I'm heartbroken that it's been 5 years since I've seen anything new on the game. Really, if you have something going on in development, at least show us. It doesn't have to be a whole glorified trailer. It could just be something small. Something to whet our appetite. Something to give us faith that this isn't just vaporware. 5 years is a long fucking time to go without any new game info. I mean, we're not talking Square Enix bad here, but this is pretty ridiculous at this point. Speaking of games from Japan, a big wish of mine is that Sony would somehow get their Japanese studios back in order and give us some really great exclusive and meaty content. Now, it's not like I'm down on games like The Puppeteer or anything, but it would be really cool if we saw the return of, say, something like Legend of Dragoon. That was a pretty big title for the company, and it was really popular in America, as we recently learned. So, hey, since we're bringing in all the bucks worldwide now, how about making a brand new sequel to Legend of Dragoon? That would be pretty awesome, actually. It would also give more of a reason for people to latch onto the PlayStation brand, as it would be an exclusive Sony product. Now, I know you could always say, hey, they got Bloodborne coming, but Bloodborne comes from Software. And From Software is not Sony owned, so as good as it may be and as awesome as it is that Sony is publishing the title, they are not an exclusive developer for Sony. It would be nice if we could see these big, meaty games similar to Bloodborne or Legend of Dragoon come out from an internal Sony studio to make sure that we will always buy Sony products in the future. And lastly, my big wish for the PlayStation this year is that we get no more giant game droughts. Sony may have sold 10 million consoles, but the old classic internet meme of ain't got no games is sadly ringing true for Sony. Sony went from March to October without a single PlayStation 4 exclusive first-party release. That is a long freaking time to release no exclusive games for your brand new system that everyone's gobbling up. And similarly, I wish Sony would drop bundling the game with disappointing third-party products. I'm talking about the Watch Dogs bundle. I'm talking about Destiny. Look, Sony's got a lot of reasons to be proud of the PS4, but games like Watch Dogs and Destiny ain't what's bringing people into its fold. So it would be really nice if Sony drove the stake further into Microsoft by doing a bundle with The Order or even Bloodborne next year. That would be pretty great to see and would really help push people like me into buying a PS4 sooner rather than later. So that's my big wishes for Sony this year. I can't say that I'm too disappointed with their output, I'm just disappointed with their release schedule. I hope they get it back on track, and I hope we start seeing some big exclusive titles from both the East and the West sooner rather than later. Let me know what you guys wish from Sony in the comments below, and I'll catch you later on the channel. Later, dudes!